Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of x squared over 4 to the power of x is equal to 16. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to rewrite 4 here as 2 squared. So now I have 2 to the power of x squared over 2 squared to the power of x is equal to 16. I'm going to rewrite as 2 to the power of 4. Now this is the same thing as 2 to the power of x squared over 2 to the power of 2x is equal to 2 to the power of 4. Now if I have something in the form a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So 2 to the power of x squared over 2 to the power of 2x, that's going to equal 2 to the power of x squared minus 2x, which is equal to 2 to the power of 4. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n, this means that m is equal to n. So in this case, x squared minus 2x is equal to 4. So now if I subtract 4 on both sides, I get x squared minus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now to solve this, I'm going to use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in this case, a is 1, b is negative 2, and c is negative 4. So now I have x is equal to negative of negative 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 4 all over 2a. So this is equal to 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 plus 16 all over 2, which is equal to 2 plus or minus the square root of 20 over 2. And the square root of 20 is the same thing as 5 times 4. 4 is the same thing as 2 times 2. So this is 2 root 5. So now I have x is equal to 2 plus or minus 2 root 5 over 2. If I divide this by 2, I get x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5. So this is my solution to this problem. Alright, so in this problem I have x minus 3 squared is equal to x squared. So to solve this, I want to find the value of x. So for my solution, first start with x minus 3 squared is equal to x squared. Then I'm going to subtract x squared on both sides. So now I have x minus 3 squared minus x squared is equal to 0. Now, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a is x minus 3 and b is x. So I have x minus 3 plus x times x minus 3 minus x. And this is equal to 0. So all we have to do is simplify this. So for x minus 3 plus x, I'm going to add these two x's. So now I have 2x, and then I have minus 3 at the end, times for x minus 3 minus x, cancel out the x and negative x. So now I'm left with negative 3 is equal to 0. So now, if I go ahead and distribute this negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9 is equal to 0. So I subtract 9 on both sides. I get negative 6 is equal to 9. Sorry, negative 6 is equal to negative 9. And then I divide both sides by negative 6. and I get x is equal to 3 over 2. Now another way I can do this is, I'm actually going to write this up here. I have 2x minus 3 times negative 3 is equal to 0. This time I can actually divide both sides by negative 3. So I get 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to 3, and x is equal to 3 over 2. So that's two different subparts of solving this, and 3 over 2 is my solution. Alright, so in this problem, I have 11 to the power of 9x plus 11 is equal to 9 to the power of 11. So I want to find the value of x here. So for my solution, first start with 11 to the power of 9x plus 11 is equal to 9 to the power of 11. Now if I take the log on both sides, I have log 11 to the power of 9x plus 11 is equal to log 9 to the power of 11. If I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front. So this is equal to b times log a. So I can move 9x plus 11 to the front, and I can move 11 to the front. So now I have 9x plus 11 times log 11 is equal to 11 times log 9. Now if I divide both sides by log 11, these two cancel out, and I have 9x plus 11 is equal to 11 times log 9 over log 11. And now log 9, this is equal to 0.9542, and log 11, this is equal to 1.0414. So now if I plug these values in for log 9 and log 11, I have 9x plus 11 is equal to 11 times 0.9542 over 1.0414. Now 0.9542 over 1.0414, that's going to equal 11 times 0.9163, which is equal to 9x plus 11 is equal to 10.0789. So I have this minus 11. So now I have 9x is equal to negative 0.9211, meaning x is equal to negative 0.1023.